Hello, everyone. Welcome to Monday Night Reading Sprints. As you can tell, I'm not alone. I have the wonderful Heather here. Thank you so much for joining me. I love asking people to join because it's just fun to read together and stuff like that. And not that everyone in the comment section isn't reading with me, but it's nice to see faces and communicate. So, but everyone, let us know what you're reading down in the comment section. Heather, do you want to introduce yourself, your channel, Instagram, and what you like to read and what you're reading tonight?
Sure. Hi, guys. I'm Heather, and my channel is Books and Heather, and my Instagram is the same. And I read pretty much everything. I read mostly fantasy and thrillers, but I also love romance. I like some literary fiction. I like some horror. So, really, I read a little bit from everything. But tonight I'm reading Queen of Shadows, and I'm on page 200 exactly. So, I've still got quite a bit to go.
Nice. Yeah, we were actually talking before we went live. I was like, is this your first time reading it or is it a reread? Because I feel like everyone's rereading it. And so you said this was your first time, which is
hmm
exciting. So um, maybe one day I might try it. Maybe I won't. We'll see. But if anyone is new here, welcome. I do these every Monday. Well, usually every Monday night. We go on for 2 to 3 hours. But I will be reading Stranger Diaries by Ellie Griffith. I'm actually doing a podcast episode with my friend Gwen. Actually, she was the first person to comment tonight. This is Gwen. She has a podcast called Talk Bookish to Me. We actually had a podcast episode go live today, which is about dark academia books. And then I'll be back on the 25th and we'll be discussing this. So I'm starting this tonight. She's already started it. So she's way ahead of the game, more than I am. So make sure you guys go give that a listen if you haven't already. So yeah. I did also post a poll in the comment section voting for tonight's ambiances based on emojis. So right now the rain, cloud, fire, tree, and candle is winning by 58%. And the second one is a sunrise or sunset, one of the two, apple, cow, and pumpkin. Well, it just changed, but now that one's at 44%. So I'll share the results of what rooms or ambiance videos they are once we get started. But make sure you let us know what you're reading. This is Gwen, like I mentioned before. She's reading None of This Is True by Lisa Joel. She's on page 65. I actually just finished this last night. And I don't want to give too much away, but if you were on my Goodreads, you already know what my star rating is. But me and Gwen will actually be on Sav's channel from Riveting Reads for her book club called Lights Out. And we're going to be discussing this new Lisa Joel book. So I'm really excited to talk about it. I'm excited to talk in detail with someone about it. So Gwen, I need your help. Katie's here reading book 3 of Mystic Caravan series, Freaky Hearts. I almost said Frankie, my bad. Divine Rivals. I've heard really good things about that. You just read that one, didn't you?
I just finished it. Yeah.
What did you rate it?
I rated it 5 stars. I loved it.
Really? I
hmm
keep seeing it. Actually, let me just go ahead and write that down. I have a list of books I need to look up, so I'm just going to go ahead and write this on my list. Because I've heard it's like a mixture of genres. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, it's another one, like I was saying earlier, fantasy for people who don't necessarily have to be big
Oh,
fantasy readers.
yeah.
It's really good.
I'll have to look into that one. Summer's here, listening to Cackle by Rachel Harrison while I clean my office and start editing a video. Loved Cackle. Can't wait to hear
Me
your
too.
thoughts on that one. I feel like Summer, this is like your type of book. Like I feel like she's gonna love it because it's like cozy horror in a way, but
hmm
like not really. I don't know. I think she's gonna love it. So Keisha's here, going to be reading one chapter of Gentle and Lowly by this author, finishing the Doomtown Dummies by that author, and then reading Foxglove by that author. I'm just not. I'm just not even going to pretend with author names. So, Summer is super excited that you're reading Queen of Shadows. I knew she would. Also, ignore my dogs in the background. Hello, Faith. Going back and forth between reading The Spare Room and another book called Chlorine, a dark horror mermaid story. And I'm actually loving it. I've never heard that one. Let me just add that one to the list real quick. Chlorine. It's like a never ending list, in my opinion. 10% left of the off limits rule. So gonna hopefully finish in the first sprint. Awesome. What are you going to pick up after? Brandon's here reading Fated Throne, the 6th Zodiac Academy book. That's awesome. Hello. I love that we share the first name. I love that. Hello. Also, Foxglove is definitely going to be my favorite book of the year. I'm loving it even more than Belladonna. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I love when Keisha gets really excited about books because then I'm like, would I like this book? So
I know her excitement about Sally Hepworth made me find my first Sally Hepworth yesterday. So,
oh yeah, she told me that you tagged her and in like Instagram stories, and she's like, I was so excited about the Sally tag, and I was like, I'm so glad she met her too. I feel like that's like amazing. So if it's not Sally Hepworth, it's Buried in a Good Book. I feel like those are
yes.
the two things for Keisha. Things We Keep by Sally Hepworth and Watching Ultimatum. Can't say that word. Planning on reading The September House. I keep seeing this book going around. I feel like everyone is picking up The September House. I think it's someone's book club. Is it Kindle?
It's Kindle's book club pick.
I saw she picked it up too. So perfect time to read it in the month of September. Feels like a crime if you don't read it this month. Things We Hide from the Light by Lucy Score. I think that's the one on my TBR. No, I have Things We Never Got Over. They all sound the same in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
The Bodyguard by Catherine Sinner, and I'm loving it. That's great because that's on my TBR as well. Lena is back in the country. She decided to leave the country for a week and not invite me because she was on a cruise. And she missed reading sprints. Oh, well, thank you. What are you reading, Lena? I know you're trying to get back into the swing of things. I want to see my options. You're just going to have to vote, Keisha. Sorry. But they're good. I wouldn't like pick a really bad one. So now, do they have ads? That's the question that I don't know. So The Lighthouse Witches Tonight, Eating Dinner While We Chat. I think Liv had read that because she read during the back to school readathon, she read The Nesting by that author. And she said this was a little more off the rails. So I was like, need to look into that one. The Life She Was Given by Ellen Marie Wiseman. I think she also wrote, oh my gosh, she's going to hate me. The Willowbrook Asylum book that she loved. Yeah. Oh, that's like her Buried in a Good Book, Sally Hepworth version of the year, was The Lost Girls of Willowbrook. While I fold clothes and unpack from vacation. Reading Lena's favorite book, Wrong Place, Wrong Time by Gillian McAllister. I feel like there's a little bit of sarcasm because I don't think she liked that book. But I could be wrong. Looking Glass Sound by Katrina Ward. I've only read one book by the author. Have you read anything by her?
No, but I just added The Last House on Needless Street to my Kindle.
Okay. I just that's the only one I read, and that's wild. It's wild because I had like the plot twist like in my head, and I was like, no, that can't be it. And I was actually right, and I'm horrible at guessing the twist.
Wow.
So, but it's a doozy. You should. I'll be looking for a reading vlog on that one.
All right.
Let's see. Be reading One Night Whenever We Go, or 2 My Lady Jane and It's So Funny Tonight. Oh, you're reading both of them. Gotcha. That's awesome. She's loving Cackle. That's amazing. Hi, Ashley. Trying to finish The Puzzle Master tonight. I also saw that one like randomly somewhere. I think it was NetGalley or something. So I'm curious to see what you think of that one. Because I think that one has like escape rooms in it. But it's like a horror book. So I just read the double date scene, and you're laughing and barfing at the same time. That sounds amazing for you. I haven't read that one. Hello. I need to start my audiobook. Either Muse of Midnight or Muse of Nightmares or The Final Gambit. Which should I choose? Have you read any of those?
I have not read either of those.
I haven't either. I've heard more people talk about The Final Gambit, so if you're going off my vote, I'd say that one. um, Hello, Legends and Lattes. That's a really cute, cozy type of book. Yeah, let us know, Ashley, because I'm very curious about that one. Hello. I'm off socials minus friends, but I got the notification that Heather tagged me in something, so I had Gwen show me. I was like, ah, Sally. I was like, I think that's hilarious that you got someone else to show someone on social media, but
She's committed.
she is. I was like, I could never. Hello, Keisha. I read Buried in a Good Book over the weekend. Ooh. Actually, in my newest video that's coming out Wednesday, I also mentioned Buried in a Good Book, so that should be interesting. After I finish Off Limit Rules, I'm going to pick up Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. I'm over halfway through that too. It's a reread. I think that's my favorite book I read back when they first came out. So
Yeah,
and it's weird
as a
'cause
kid,
yeah,
as a kid, that was my favorite one.
really.
Hmm.
Well, it's weird because I feel like it's the only one that has almost nothing to do with Voldemort.
Yeah,
But
I
all
felt
the
like it
others
had
do.
more of like a mystery. I mean, they all have mystery to it, but I feel like you were really trying to solve something with
Mhm.
Harry, and it was the first one that felt really dark.
Yeah. Like I told Justin, because my husband grew up in a very religious upbringing, and so like they just did not believe in Harry Potter. And I also grew up in a religious setting, but like I was semi allowed to read Harry Potter as long as I kept it secret. So like he'd never seen the movies or read the books, and then finally after like I don't know, 10 years of being with him, I finally got him to watch all of them and he loves them. I was like, I'm telling you. But he mentioned like the first and second movie were a little kiddish. I'm like,
Yeah.
well, they're 11 and 12. Like, it's expected. But he
Hmm.
said he liked The Prisoner of Azkaban the most. And I was like, oh, well, that's my favorite book out of 7. Ew, that book almost is almost Rotten Apple status, but not quite. Wow, I didn't think it was that bad. I mean, I liked it for the most part, but dang, I didn't. I knew there was some kind of sarcasm. Is that your weekend vlog you just posted? Ooh, I'll have to go check that out too. The Brothers Hawthorne. Yes, Jesse. Okay, cool. It's good, more literary and slower, but unique. Okay, good to know. Hey, Jordan. Long time no see. Jordan also did some reading sprints today, but I think it was her Patreon reading sprints. So, unfortunately, I work a normal public 9 to 5 job, so I wasn't able to join. But, yes, but I don't talk about it too much. I don't know how Keisha's gonna feel about that. Hey, Gabby, crime and poetry tonight. I saw you posted that on Gwen's Patreon as well. Super cute. Oops. I had to hide under my sheets under my sister's bed while reading Harry Potter as a middle schooler. Oh, that's so sad, but cute in
We
the same sense.
we weren't allowed to bring Harry Potter to my school.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I went to a really small Christian school, and we had like things that were outlawed, and Harry
Mm-hmm.
Potter and Pokemon and other stuff just got like outlawed.
Mm-hmm.
So people would
Well,
like change the book covers on Harry Potter
oh,
books to bring them.
oh, that's funny. I
Hmm.
would never thought of that. We didn't have that. Like, well, I guess I didn't go to a Christian school, but that makes sense for that type of setting. But it's funny because when Justin was really getting into the last part of the movies, I think it was the end of Half Blood Prince. He was like, "No, we got to watch the next one. We got to watch the next one." I was like, "Imagine having to wait a year and a half for the next movie or the next book, and you don't know how things are going to end." And then we watched Deathly Hallows Part 1, He's like, all right, we got to put the next one in. I was like, oh no. I said, we had to wait like a year and a half for part two. So he was just like, no, 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 no. So I have such great fond memories with Harry Potter.
Me too.
Well, I hope you like it at least. Hello, Sandra. I'm reading The Hike and my son some manga. Shout out to him, Marcos. Hello. Thank you both for coming to Reading Sprints. I love that you bring your children to Reading Sprints. It's so cute. And Gabby is reading my other favorite cozy. That's awesome. Pokemon. That was my
Yep.
childhood.
Outlaw.
I didn't in one of your vlogs, didn't you say something about Pokemon Go or something? Do you play that? Or is that
I don't play Pokemon Go.
Played it in a vlog and I was like, wait a minute, was that Heather?
I have the Sword and Shield on my Switch, so maybe it was that.
Oh, okay. Maybe. So I wanted to be a Pokemon girly, but like I didn't understand it. So I don't know. First Harry Potter. I read my first one in 5th grade. Yeah, I think that's when I started reading it too. Hello. Alrighty, let's see what is winning on the ambiance room. So it does look like the rain, fire, tree, and candle one is winning. So where is my mouse? There it is. Okay, so this is the winner. So it's like a cozy cabin with fire and rain
Oh,
in
I
the
love this.
woods. So good. I was kind of hoping this one would win, but in case anyone is interested in the other option, if I can get my computer to work, this was the other option. I'll give you a little taste test too. I feel like I can't hear it, but this was the second option. So this one lost, but we'll go with the other one. So it's currently 8:18. Do you just want to read until the top of the hour, Heather?
That works for me.
Okay, perfect. We will do that. Let me bring up the ambiance and we'll come back at the top of the hour and chat.
Works for me.
Yay. Here we go. Okay. How did you do?
Well, I only read 15 pages, but I got some really exciting news during that sprint. So I was talking to my brother, but yeah.
That's exciting. So you're at like 215, 216,
Yeah,
right?
215.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay, so funny story. So I'm starting this book, but the font is so weird that was kind of making my eyes hurt. So I switched to my Kindle and I have normal font, which is great.
Hmm.
But I don't know if this is like, it's just like super tiny for some reason. It's
Yeah.
just like, I don't know. I didn't like it. It was actually making my eyes hurt. So I took my contacts out, put my glasses on. But yeah. Anyways, I made it 12%. It says 36 pages into the book. And I don't really have any thoughts at this point, but it's interesting. I definitely tell it's like dark academia-ish vibes to it, which is always a good thing. Oh, look at the kitty. What's their name?
This is Zelda.
Oh, that's so cute. But yeah, everyone in the comment section, let us know how you did on your reading. Let us know what you're reading if you joined us. And we will start with Keisha. And she said that she enjoyed watching Pokemon and collecting the cards. So I always liked the cards too, but I didn't know what any of it meant. So let's see. You chose a good ambiance. Yeah, I'm glad it worked. I was also really confused because I couldn't hear any of it, but I think I had the site muted, and that's why. Because Gwen was like, I can hear everything. So I was like, okay,
Yeah,
cool.
I could hear it too.
Because I was like, why can't I hear anything? And no one was saying anything. I was like, ugh, audio issues are horrible. Um, of course, your son loves when we get to say hello to him. He's so sweet. Hello, welcome. Making pumpkin cookies with white chocolate chips and listening to Still Beating 90%. That sounds delicious. Message me and I'll tell you where to send them. Joining late, just got done making tortilla chips and salsa. Time for some Bible study to prepare for our group meeting Wednesday night. Awesome. Hello, reading Monstrous by Marcy Kate Connolly. It's a Frankenstein retelling, and I'm enjoying it so far. Perfect time of the year to start that. Belladonna, 75 and I guess 75% in and loving it so far. 72% of my book and still loving it. That's awesome. 17% of Wrong Place, Wrong Time. And you've listened to 17%, and now you're at 82%, hoping to finish it tonight. I'm actually going to be reading the other book by this author this weekend for the Sleep When I'm Dead readathon, which is crazy. That's happening this weekend, but 6 hours left of this book. It's better than book 2. Nice. You fell asleep. Well, good morning. Only read some pages. My daughter talked me into running her to McDonald's. Did you get a McFlurry? Because if you didn't get a McFlurry, was it worth it?
Right.
So, 12 pages. Page 155, and I have so many questions about this book. Have you read that one?
I did.
Okay.
I really liked it.
Okay. I like Gwen, I'm glad you're like invested in this book because I can't wait to hear all your. She's like, should I take notes or just go for the ride? I said, just go for it. I said, I didn't take notes. I think you're good. But yeah, I had so many questions too.
Yeah, I could not put it down.
Yeah. Well, it took me a while to read it, but I just had so much stuff going on with like work, and I was just like, I just want to read. So, but yeah, I find it really hard to believe that I did put it down multiple times because I just wanted to finish it. But it's very and the audiobook's really good. I got lost in Instagram at the beginning, so I got to 95% in, 5% left. You've got this. Good Bad Girl by Alice Feeney. Almost, was it 200 pages in and enjoying it. I started that one and I did not like it for some reason. I only got like the first few chapters in and I just wasn't intrigued to continue for some reason, but I'm hoping to pick it back up though. The Final Gambit, and made 50 pages in during the sprint and really enjoying it. It was luck of the draw there.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, just joined reading Pretty Girls Tonight. That's a good one on page 132. I'm enjoying it so far. I only have 40 pages left of my book. I'll finish it in the next sprint. Yay. Reading the last one by Will Dean. So far, I'm 14%. I know Gwen read that one, and I think she overall enjoyed it. And I have another Will Dean book from the library that I need to probably return because I don't think I'm going to get to it. But 25% to Malibu Rising. Awesome. I also had a dessert brownie in a mug, and it was amazing. That sounds
Yeah.
amazing. Read one chapter of Gentle and Lowly and have 80 pages left of the Doomtown Dummies. Cute. Did some chores that sprint. Also started Monstrous Regiment by Terry Pratchett for our book club. Awesome. Hello, just joining. I'm starting House with Good Bones. Awesome. 33 pages of your cozy mystery. I already know I'm going to love this. That's awesome. It's my new. He's like, I'm ready for my close up. It's my new favorite Lisa Joel. The audiobook is amazing. Yes, I agree. It's also my favorite Lisa Joel as well, if that says anything. Listened to 3 chapters while I put away laundry and showered. I'm trying to think. Oh, it's that other Ellen Marie Wiseman book. I was like, what are you reading? And Keisha's excited that you are loving it. That's awesome. Oh my gosh, I cannot with that face.
She is an attention hog.
Oh, well, she just wants all the snuggles. That's cute. Do you just have one cat or?
I have 3.
Oh, okay. Well, I have 3 dogs, so.
Yeah.
Oh.
The other 2 are just a little bit less social. So.
Oh. She's like, you know what? I'm ready for reading sprints.
Mm-hmm.
Cute. Alrighty. Do you want to do another sprint? Maybe read until a quarter till?
Yeah, that sounds great to me.
Okay, perfect. Is she named after the game, Heather?
She's halfway named after the game and then halfway after Zelda Fitzgerald. I was reading a book about Zelda Fitzgerald when I got her, and I just really liked the name, and I grew up playing all the Zelda games. So
that makes sense because Gwen and her husband are playing the new Zelda game. Like they play together, which is super cute. So I'm not surprised that she asked about the video game. But
my first cat is Sherlock, and I originally was going to get a second cat, and it was going to be a male cat, and his name was either going to be Watson or Poirot.
oh,
But that didn't work out, and I didn't really have a good name for a female cat, so Zelda is her name.
Oh, so you have Sherlock and Zelda, and the other one is
Kitten.
Oh,
she's 6 years old. Her name is Kitten because she was a foster cat, and I didn't want to get attached to her and give her like this super sentimental name. And then she never got adopted, and she was a foster fail, and she responds to Kitten. So that's just her name.
Oh, that's so freaking sweet. Oh. Okay, we'll go ahead and start the sprints again, and then we'll come back at a quarter till.
Sounds good.
Alrighty. How did you do during that one?
I read 21 pages. So I'm on
Nice.
page 241.
Nice. That's great.
Yeah.
How are you liking this one compared to the other ones?
This one so far is definitely the most like engaging. Like I
Okay.
haven't been bored since page 1, and I feel like there was just a lot of world building in some of the earlier ones, and so this one has just been like action, action, action nonstop. So it's reading pretty quickly.
Nice. That's awesome. I got to 20%, so I'm on page 59. Um, so this book is about like an English teacher at this high school, but she also teaches like creative writing classes. And she's kind of like, I don't want to say obsessed, but like very interested in like a older writer who wrote the story called The Stranger, and like she's doing like, I think she's like writing a whole like biography based on this guy. And anyways, there's a murder. It's another teacher that was murdered, and I haven't quite got to the part where they're like connected in a way, but it's interesting. So
Hmm.
like it so far. But let us know in the comment section how far you got into your reading, or if you joined. Let us know what you've been reading. Let's see. Just finished Still Beating, my 100th book of the year, and I rated it 5 stars. That's awesome. It's amazing. Going to DNF The Spare Room. Oh no. I had my library hold for None of This Is True, so maybe replace it with Lisa Jewell. I recommend that. I know Gwen has been messaging me. She's like, why is this happening? I have so many questions. Like, what's going on? I was like, you're just going to have to go for the ride. Finishing Mysteries of Thorn Manor tonight. That's cool. Still loves Still Beating. Also gave it 5 stars. 40 pages left of the Doomtown Dummies. Awesome. Made to page 83. I'm also editing most of my video. I need to edit my video as well. That's probably going to be tomorrow's problem, not
Yeah,
tonight's.
I've got to do that tomorrow too.
It never ends. It's like, oh, once you get one edited, you got to like do another one. Finished Off Limits Roll and you loved it. Awesome. 5 hours and 25 minutes left. 31 pages, made to 34% of Malibu Rising, liking it so far. Read 23 pages. Hello. Read to page 61 of The Husband by Dean Koontz. Awesome. Made to part 2 of my book on page 187 and loving it still. That's awesome. Played your Switch for a bit and read 10 more pages. That's awesome. Made it to almost 25%. Really enjoying it, even though I remember so little from the first 2. Oh, I had no clue it was part of a series. It sounded like it was the first book of a series, to be honest, when I helped you pick that book. So
I think that's the third of the Inheritance games.
yeah, you're right. I should have known that. I'm so out of the loop. This is why you don't trust my judgment on fantasy books. My bad. Um Actually, I think I'm going to go ahead and end for the night if you're okay with that. I totally forgot I have I have to be at work like a half an hour early for a Zoom meeting, and I'm like not looking forward to it. Plus, my husband goes out of town for the rest of the week, so I'm going to spend a little time with him if you're okay with ending early.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Okay. Awesome. Well, everyone, make sure you go subscribe to Heather. She's so freaking sweet, and I've been loving all of her vlogs lately. I did put her channel in the description, so make sure you go click it, go like all her videos and everything like that. So, yeah. And while you're at it, you can subscribe to me if you haven't already. But little shameless self plug. But we'll go ahead and end for the night. I also posted for sprints this Friday for the Sleep When I'm Dead Book Club readathon. So it's going to be me, Gwen, Lena, Keisha, Summer, Zoe, Elise, and Rachel. So they have been my past book club hosts. And so we'll all be back on Friday at 8 p.m. for some reading sprints. So make sure you tune in for that. I went ahead and posted that so you can go ahead and set your notifications for all of that. But we'll go ahead and end for the night, and we'll chat with you guys on the next one. Bye, y'all.
Bye, guys.